A high school football player continues on the road to recovery after suffering a major injury. And OCH Regional Medical Center has some potential buyers and residents voice their concerns. Those stories and more next. Your second hour of Sunrise starts now.
You're watching Sunrise on WCBI.
Thank you for joining us for another hour of news. Columbus police have made an arrest from a Monday shooting. 28-year-old Jerome Marquez Abrams is charged with shooting into a dwelling and possession of a weapon by a felon. The incident happened around the 800 block of Military Road. Officers say the victim claims a bullet was shot into her home and ended up in a kitchen cabinet. After canvassing the area and gathering information, officers were able to locate and arrest Abrams. His bond is set at $85,000. An update now on a body that was found on Waterworks Road in Columbus Monday. The preliminary autopsy has been done on 26-year-old Benjamin Wells of Columbus. Lowndes County Coroner Greg Merchant says there was no foul play found on the body and no trauma. Right now, they are waiting for the results of a toxicology report. Wells was found on the 700 block of Waterworks Road around 3 Monday morning. Law enforcement officers on the Natchez Trace Parkway have a new tool to catch speeding drivers. Each district along the 400-plus mile recreational roadway has a LiDAR laser sensor device. Renae can use the sensor whenever they're stopped on the roadside. Unlike traditional radar guns, the new devices use a laser to pinpoint distance and speed of a particular car. Officers say there are many benefits, especially in congested areas.
If we have a long line of vehicles and one person decides to aggressively pass, we can more readily pick out that speeding vehicle from the distinct pack of cars, and we can say with absolute certainty which vehicle is actually speeding.
Each unit costs about $2,500. They're not replacing all of the radar guns, but have the LiDAR units as another option to help catch speeding motorists. Columbus police are making a few changes to their hiring process for future applicants. Along with the basic background checks and psych evaluations, an applicant's social media page will also be looked at. Columbus PD and the Police Overview Committee agree that anyone can walk in and give a good interview, but a social media page can show a person's true character.
There are some things that we have to be aware of with doing that with social media, but it does help us to look at a person and how to direct our questions as for certain issues with social media and what they're posting out there.
This will not interfere with any recent social media legislation. Once someone posts on a site, it does become public. Well, District 38 voters have the chance to hear from candidates running for a special election. The election is for the Mississippi House of Representatives, District 38 seat. The forum will allow voters to get to know the running candidates and ask them questions. 3 candidates are running in the special election after longtime Representative Tyrone Ellis announced he's retiring. The hopefuls include Narissa Dawn Bradford, Shaq A. Taylor, and former Starkville Alderwoman Lisa Wynn. Every running candidate lives in Starkville. They all have been certified by the State Board of Election Commissioners. The special election takes place on November 7th.
Your first alert forecast with meteorologist Jacob Dickey.
Thanks for joining us on Sunrise, looking at our Alpha Insurance SkyCam network, catching the full moon there, both in Columbus and in Vernon. Just a few clouds hanging out in Columbus, but I think things will be clearing out here shortly. Starkville, good morning to you. 74 by 8 a.m. with clear skies. We'll get by lunchtime, seeing a few clouds here and there, and I think we keep those broken clouds as we head to the mid-80s. 86 is what I've got for us this afternoon at 4 p.m. We get to 87 in Columbus, 88 in West Point, 88 in Tupelo, 88 in Vernon, 89 in Aliceville and DeKalb. We may sneak a 90 in the board, but I think most of us will stay in those upper 80s. Now this weekend we're watching Tropical Storm Nate, Category 1 storm by Sunday morning, moving onshore on Mississippi Gulf Coast and Louisiana. As it lifts off to the north, then it will move towards the northeast, keeping us on the cooler side of this system. That's going to bring us the chance for some heavy rain through the weekend, 1 to 2 inches, perhaps locally higher amounts by the time all is said and done on Monday morning. But we'll also have to watch and see where the isolated spin-up tornado threat is. If this track stays where it's suggested by the National Hurricane Center, the severe threat will stay off to the east and will stay stay clear this weekend, but it is still too close to call. So as we get to the coming days, we'll be able to fine-tune that forecast. For now, though, we'll keep the heavy rain starting Saturday afternoon and evening. Sunday looks to be wet through much of the day, and then Monday, still some showers in the morning. We'll keep a stray shower on Tuesday as well, but we're heading back to fall on Wednesday and on Thursday.
I thought we were heading back to fall last week.
You know, I thought we were too, and I was hoping it would stick around, but it seems like the weather, it's like, doesn't quite know where to stay.
Yeah, indecisive, undecisive.
For sure.
There, yeah. Okay, well, let's look at the Mississippi Peanuts question of the morning, or the day, that is. Did you get it?
There we go. I'm just clicking forward. Here we go. There we go. There's some responses here. We're asking what you're doing this weekend. The weather may be impacting. John is saying he's going to sit in his pontoon boat and listen to the music from the White Blues Festival in Aberdeen. Dave is got a couple birthdays, and so he's giving the kids pony rides, calf feedings, and he's cooking a stew. And then Vicky will be cleaning the house. That's something I need to do as well.
Yeah, me too. You know what I got to do? Laundry.
Really?
Oh man, I got to do some laundry. But this weekend would be a good day to do that.
It will. Also a good weekend as well if we can go back to our graphics real quick. This is a good weekend to head up to West Point. I will be there on Saturday. We'll see the event on October 7th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mossy Oak will be our first weather radio event of